Sunset once again. Is that something that will bite them back? That's a big question I have for the side of Fearless Esports, right?
Yeah, and it'll definitely help out. I mean, Kong is proven, especially in that last game, that he's, quite the pilot on it. So, it could definitely round it out. But again, we'll have to see. They do have, I think they have last pick, but no, it looks like they're going to go with the Mayan instead.
Okay, so very extended reach here. Mayin with the whatever, and to get serious, this moveset might be something that could really kick them in the gut. Now, Fearless Esports, this is not to say that, it's a very tough situation to be in. There's a lot of merits and synergy coming in from the Dolia. Even just with the Musashi and Princess Frost, you could definitely see how the refresh is going to work with the Celestial Melody.
And plus, it's, the Mayan will just kind of get in the way. But okay, the Consort U deals with the shields from the Zhang Fei as well. And just kind of just picking people off. But your thoughts on this pick here by Fearless?
I like it quite a lot because she's able to go into physical immunity and to pair it up with the Charlotte as well. So there's a lot of iframes that Fearless Esports are playing around at this point. Now, Nongshim, they need to be really careful about this, right? Who's going into the jungle? Someone needs to be able to tank through the potential duel to the death. Someone that needs to be able to tank through the burst potential on the side of Fearless Esports.
Okay, but sorry, who do you think they should pick then?
I would like a Dun. I think a Dun makes sense here, right? You want someone that can relocate, reposition. Kaiser is great, he can tank, but once you get frozen, not really the best case scenario,
Yeah. And I feel like the Kaiser, like he has had play. Okay, but the Luna. All right. I'm digging it. I like it. But walk me through this Luna pick.
Very, very big pick here. I love the Luna to bits. With the New Moon Crescent Slice as well. Entry points is a galore, right? Galore of entry points. You can jump in at any time. You can get out as well. And it makes life really difficult for Fable because how do you aim, man, as a Princess Frost?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, they have so many different ways of getting in and out. It's going to be a little on that tougher side. But I think maybe you just look to just hope that, Musashi, the Dao Dao is able to just set it up, right? Put it all in one area and let them just kind of go ham and then Princess Frost on top. So I look at Princess Frost as more of like the secondary engagement.
You know what? I'm just very happy and very proud of the players. The fact that they're willing to put up such mechanically difficult heroes on the Gorge here. Because let's be honest, it's not simple to play Charlotte. It's not simple to play Luna. Definitely not simple to play Princess Frost as well, going up against a Luna. So I like the confidence. Let's see if they can really pull their weight and go into this second game. Because both teams, they're looking to swing, man.
Yeah, and I look. At this point, if you want to make the Honor of Kings Championship, no hero should be too mechanically difficult for you. I think playstyle and I think getting to the level of this top tier, I mean, you're going up against some really heavy hitters in the Pacific right now. And you need to be able to play all of the difficult heroes at this point.
Yeah, all right. So it's not just like landing the hits. You must be able to take some up the chin as well, right? So at this point, I think so far, Fearless Esports, they haven't been handed that difficult challenge yet, right? I don't think anyone, even throughout the regional Pacific finals, has given them this much difficulty. And Nongshim Red Force might be the ones to show the rest that we are of the top caliber and we deserve that slot for the Pacific region.
I think they had a really impressive showing. Nongshim, that is. I think that was a really good game one that really kind of shook up Fearless Esports. Now, again, I think that good teams kind of are able to bounce back. They're mentally strong and able to figure it out. We've seen time and time again where the teams that lose that first game, generally speaking, lose that second because they've been mentally shook and they're just like, oh, we can't compete with this team. But I think that Fearless Esports, this is a true test. Being in this situation has not been something that we've seen often from them, and seeing if they can bounce back is going to be a big question going into this game.
Yep, exactly. This is what makes teams separate teams, right, from being good and being great. And that is the ability to adapt, ability to bounce back.
All right, well, here we go. This is going to be the Pacific play-in day 2. Of course, it's going to be the first matchup against the so far undefeated Fearless Esports Hong Kong. Of course, they did drop the first game, but I'm talking series. And going into this one, they down a game against Nongshim Red Force here.
All right, let's see how it goes here. Wave clear definitely going to be much more important, and it looks like it's going to be the ult as the first skill of choice. Now, same play style, right? But this time it is Fearless Esports that want to put that aggression in.
Yeah, and Haku was just like, I'm not letting these boars get stolen. I'm just going to searing stab them, take out as much as possible, make it uncomfortable, right? Fearless Esports want to invade. They want to take away as much farm early as possible. And Woodwind's doing a lot of babysitting in the mid lane with Fable.
Oh, for sure. And at this point, it looks like KK is struggling a little bit for good reason as well. Here comes that positioning from the side of Siri.
Oh, and here comes Woodwind looking to just kind of help out Siri, taking a decent amount of damage, excuse me. But Siri, one thing to take note of, he didn't die a single time in game 1. I don't want to jinx it in game 2, but I'm just saying his positioning has been great. He's able to get farm, and he should be targeted, like a targeted priority by Fearless Esports.
Yep, not going to be really easy though. Now, bear in mind the old bolt coming in from KK. It's actually not that hard to sidestep. So as long as you kind of preempt yourself. So I think, you know, Siri's going to have a decent time in this lane.
Okay, all right. I mean, he's getting a little bit of help from Faye, just trying to provide it out. And KK's, as you said, struggling a little bit, but net worth-wise, equal. So not too big of an issue here. Woodwind, again, just trying to prioritize the mid lane, give Fable as much space as possible.
Yep, a little bit more defensive in nature, right? This time, Siri builds up the Boots of Fortitude first. He wants to make sure that he doesn't die down to the chip damage in the event he gets landed with the old bolts as well.
Okay, and all right, let's talk a little bit about Xinglin, who's just an absolute monster in the Clash lane, usually gets farmed by himself, even got first blood in that last game, sets himself up for success, does a lot of damage there, throwing out that tri-slash to Kyung just for good measure. But how do we stop, or how does Nongshim stop Xinglin?
I don't think they can, right? At this point, Kyung is definitely going to have a tough lane because Charlotte, one of the most mobile heroes in the game itself, and paired up with the damage, it's quite tough. And unless there are rotations coming in from Haku, I don't see how this state is going to change.
Yeah, it's going to be a little on the tougher side. Haku with a slight edge in terms of levels against Dao Dao, who's also in the mid lane, so they both need to kind of trade. But one thing to take note of, Haku, little low on mana, and he's going to have to back off as he does not actually have a blue buff at the moment.
Yeah, so this is actually one of the important markers, which I think, maybe not now, but Fearless Esports will definitely look to capitalize on, which is to steal away that Azure Golem, because it hurts Haku very much.
Yeah, it's definitely going to hurt, and pushing it out. But Dao Dao now, looking to invade, needs to find whatever farm he can get on the map, right? I think Haku will have a contest, but, you know, he's going to walk in to find that the boars have been taken by Dao Dao already as he rotates now into that mid lane.
Yep, so gold is pretty much even, right? But in terms of EXP, it's definitely not. It is swinging in the side of favor inside of Fearless Esports. Oh, and this might change though.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit, tears. Woodwind now on the run. The Umbrella Outburst. He actually goes in for this one. He tries to go for the slaughter, but it looks like Lucian's going to be the first to fall. He gets up first blood. Faye is getting gone on right now, and the slaughter one last time. He's going to be killed as well, and Xinglin gets him down. Haku now being targeted, trying to go 1 versus 3. Not a good situation. 3 members down from Nongshim, but they do get Xinglin in return.
All right, now this is a perfect situation for the side of Fearless Esports. They won't allow the steal for sure here, and at this point, Dao Dao going to secure it for the team. Now, just in a space of 10 seconds, Fearless Esports have now acquired a 1,000 gold lead. Not only that, they also have the EXP lead as well.
Yeah, I mean, 3 kills and the Tyrant just compounding everything just really helps out. Siri right now trying to just defend this tower, doing a decent amount of damage, but that wave breaker or that kiddie pool, depending on how you look at it, is keeping them healed up, and they're going to be fine just kind of dealing with this.
Oh yeah, for sure. And at this point, it's really a lot of pressure, right? And I don't think Nongshim Red Force will be able to deal with this pressure unless they rotate more members in. But at the same time, this also dilutes the ability to kind of manage the waves across the map.
Yeah, and they're going to need help at this point, right? I think that they've been, you know, Fearless have done a great job of pushing things out, forcing things when they need to. Woodwind doing a good job of just babysitting KK. In terms of net worth, though, neck and neck with Siri. I would have expected a little bit more, but Siri getting that 1 kill has helped him out.
Yeah, definitely. It does give him a little bit of insurance, right? So yes, the game may not have gone too well in their favor, for the first, 5 minutes of the game. But Nongshim Red Force, we'll see. They can probably recover if they play the cards right.
Oh, Dao trying to dash away. He dashes again. And Haku was looking to fight, but the winner is here, and he says, let it go, and he gets the pick off. KK is going to take that one, and Faye now going in. He dies even in the Ferali form, not enough to keep him alive.
Yep, and you can see the benefits of this draft here. Protecting wins, that physical immunity, doing so much work for KK, allowing the team to soak up that much more damage. And once you have that advantage in the health bars, and now also with the damage based on itemization, Fearless Esports, they're looking to take this game back.
Yeah, they're looking to take it back. They are angry. You can tell. They're like, okay, we lost that game 1. We are not losing this game. And they are just definitely motivated to do much better. They're doing, their movements have been crisp. Their the gank attempts, everything that they've been trying to do in terms of team fight have been on point.
Yep, and now Primal Bond is gone, and this means Fearless Esports will take a stab at the Overlord, get it successfully, and this is Map Control 101 coming in from Fearless Esports Hong Kong.
Okay, well, explain Map Control 101 to all the new players that are out there, because I feel like in my ranked games, they don't understand this map control.
Oh, I agree with you. And so here's that golden nugget, right? Essentially, what you're wanting to do is to make sure that the waves are always in your favor before you take the trades or before you go for an initiation. And once you have that, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose the fight, it will allow yourself to have some breathing room, right? So that's why you go and rush for these towers instead of taking the neutral objectives. It allows a lot more space for error, because even if you lose the fight, instead of clearing towers, instead of taking objectives, your opponents might need to clear the waves first.
Professor Kindofu has spoken. Please, guys, write that one down. Save it. Make sure that, you understand that one, because there's going to be a test on it tomorrow. But, man, please help you. Especially if you're on my team in my ranked games, you got to understand map control.
Yeah, help me, help you. And at this point, it's exactly what Nongshim needs to do, right? Because similar to what I just said, it is really about the wave management. Look at that. All 3 lanes kind of pushing in, and with the Shadow, no, it's not even Shadow, with the Vanguards coming in, right? It's a tough one because they can clear up majority of the waves itself.
Yeah, and they're pushing throughout. Fearless Esports right now are just in the Nongshim jungle right now, just having a party, just taking everything from them. So it's going to be tough for Nongshim to find any sort of farm, and they're going to fall further behind because of that map control.
Yep, they actually burned out the Radiance at this point just to have eyes on how many people are actually in the jungle on the side of Nongshim Red Force.
Oh, it looks like they're going to go Infinite Vastness. He's going to get on out of this. The Unbridled Outburst just used defensively. He thought about going in, but he's going to just backpedal on out of there. He's going to be back. Haku is not in the fight. He's still in his own enemy jungle, but ults have been committed. And then now they've lost, I believe they lost the blue buff, but now they're going to go in for this one. They want to go for the slaughter, and they do, but now no Ferali for Faye gets sliced and diced. Kung is going to be targeted as well. And now it looks like Fearless Esports are like, hey, we'll take this free Tyrant. With that flowing size, starting to do a little bit of work. Does need to be a little bit careful. Haku looking to go in for this one. He gets the pick off and he gets Fable. He's looking to go 1 versus 4. He's not scared.
Yep, he did that all without the Zero Golem buff as well. Now, that was a big one, but Dao is undisturbed at the Tyrant's Pit once again, and looks like this will be a freebie for the side of Fearless Esports.
Yeah, KK is going to get credit for this one. That was a huge win, but Haku did strike back, and it's only the 2nd kill, though. So, Nongshim still far behind. Now it's about 4K. Still tough situation. Nongshim, though, getting that 1 pick off definitely does help, but it was only against Fable.
Okay, so we do see some signs of life, right, coming out from Nongshim Red Force. But let's focus a little bit onto Haku. If I'm Haku, I'm feeling a bit stressed. Insatiable Tomb, August Word. Not enough just yet. He doesn't have the final form of the jungle item just yet, and they need a little bit more time.
Oh, they're going to go on Faye. Faye has the Leaping Savior just to get under tower to keep himself alive, but now this Crimson Golem looks to be going Dao's way. He's taking everything, and he's starting to get pretty fat. This is a little scary if you're a Nongshim Red Force fan.
Yeah, you know what? Dao is the leader of the group. He is taking them for shopping, right? Hey, what kind of buff do we want? Let's go take a look at the shop.
Yeah, but okay, he's maybe, helping in the leader of shopping, but he's got all the gold, so he's the only one spending. But it looks like he takes the blue yet again, realizing that Haku, he needs that blue buff, but they want to get more. They have the searing pull onto Jinglin, but he somehow survived. He dashes away with the splash font. He's going to stay alive, but now FEHK still up in front, spots him out. The Tyrant is back up if they want to go. Kyung is waiting around the corner. Dao thought about going in. They do have to get serious on this one, or sorry, the whatever onto Dao. Dao turns it around. He wants to go. He tries to go for this with nice illuminating slash, but Dao on the low side. The Oak Bolt just covering fire. The Tyrant is continue to be gone on by Dao, who zoned them away. FEHK just walks around, says, if I don't move quickly, they can't see me, but it looks like Haku has the steal, gets it with the smite, and that was an amazing steal. And Fearless Esports wants something. They do get Kyung in return. Infinite Fastness from Siri stays alive.
Yep, that is a consolation prize if I've ever seen one. Nongshim Red Force, they're still struggling, right? And now this looks like this bait play worked out for the side of Fearless Esports, or at least it is a possible option select. We don't get the Tyrant, it's fine. Let me get the Shadow Overlord instead. And now pressure once again all over the map for the side of Nongshim.
Yeah, and it's tough, right? If we're like, the mid, the bottom are about neutral right now, but that top lane is pushing, but they can't get any buffs. And this is the biggest thing. If you're playing up against the Luna, if you take away all of her red and the blue buffs, she's really gonna struggle. She's really dependent on those buffs, and Fearless Esports have done a great job of stealing those away.
Yep, right now it is a map that is fully blue. And Nongshim Red Forest, you can definitely tell they are feeling the pressure. Once again, Azure Golem not going to be available for the side of Haku.
Yeah, Dao, excuse me, stealing all of the buffs, and of course, stealing my heart. And he's playing very well. I mean, if we're looking at his KDA, he's going to be on point. Dao has just been this absolute menace on this Musashi here.
Yep, and the pressure is going to start mounting even more at this point, right? So Shadow Overlord is going to be dropped on the top lane, taking flight there. Meanwhile, the rest of the side of Fearless Esports, you can see what they're thinking about. Let's do a double pronged attack.
Double pronged attack, but look, Haku actually has higher net worth, 8.7 to the 8K of Dao. So if anything, but if we're looking overall, the team is definitely struggling as they're down about 6K. They need to hold this T3. They need to survive. They need to push things away, deal with the minions. Haku thought about going in. He went on to Fable, but the winter is here. They've been zoned out. And that Winter Storm, or the Acid Rain, so to speak, is doing a little bit of work on that one. Infinite Fastness, where's he going to go? It looks like he's going to go in reverse. He's going to back off. The Unbridled Outburst is going to be committed, and they thought about going. Kyung was going to look to go, but they do end up going. Haku is actually going to be killed. He is way too far overextended. Illusion is going to be killed as well. Now they're going to target that top T3. They're forcing it down, and they want to go for Siri, and they do end up killing him. And I think that was his first death in 2 games. They get the double kill onto KK, but more importantly, they take the base in Game 2.
All right, it's just a fluke, man. Nongshim Red Forest, that was a good performance in Game 1, but Fearless Esports, an even better performance in Game number 2.
What a bounce back game by Fearless Esports. That's exactly how you want to play things, right? You got